Is it on? It's on.
It's
Hi.
on. Hi.
Welcome back to Small Talk Queens for our second session.
Second.
Think about it. Kicking off the festive holiday season this week, wearing red. I snagged this in the first 2 seconds I had it on. Took the tag off, snagged it.
I did not wear red.
Well, it's okay. You're not festive, holiday-ish. So this is a sweater I just bought that is big and roomy. I have lots of room, and I bought pajamas that are a size bigger than this.
The
and I'm
sausage
squeezed
ones.
into my Christmas sausage pajamas, I call them. I was squeezed into them. I mean, you couldn't get any tighter. So I washed them and pulled them all the hell out and then hung them to dry. I haven't tried them on
You have
since.
to, really stretch them.
I mean, I gave it a hell of a stretch.
Really stretch 'em.
All 3 pairs. I've refused to take them back and
Do
buy
they have the
another
feet
size.
in them?
They don't have the feet in them.
Okay.
What kind of hotness would that be?
It's hot. I don't know.
To kick off, this week is Thanksgiving, of course, which is also officially the kickoff to the holiday season. So I bought us
Fun
something.
family, the forced family fun.
It's forced family fun.
Forced family fun.
My trainer asked me this morning if my husband and I have a safe word to leave holiday activities like in 4 Christmases.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
mistletoe.
Mistletoe. I'm going to mistletoe you.
So I bought us these fucking fun. Oh, by the way, yes. So the disclaimer, if you're easily offended and do not like the word fuck or Jesus Christ, you might want to just tune out. So
we have a lot of swears.
A lot of swears.
A lot of swears.
So I bought these fun fuckers, right? So here's
wait,
one.
let me-
You put it on.
Oh,
You put it on.
but I don't have a safe word because this is my house.
Here's the other one. The fuckers, right?
Oh.
It arrived like this today. Here are the rest of the beats. Here are the rest of the beats. Here, I opened the box today, and then I had the fucking rage when I opened the box.
Will this hide my gray hair?
It won't, but you can try. Oh, look how cute and festive.
Like a little tiara.
Oh, sons of bitches.
Oh.
Like, oh, okay. Well, now they're all over the floor.
Why don't you sit there and
Okay.
beat it? You can make a friendship
Anyway,
bracelet.
so this is my headband.
Did you get a new watch?
No. Oh, and it stopped. God damn it. No, I specifically wore it so I could keep track of the time. Since I can't keep track of the time on there.
Okay.
On my phone. Anyway, so. Okay,
My lips are on fire. I had to put on my snowflake.
The chap lip?
Yeah, a little lip chap.
Okay, so.
Little lip chap.
So, well, yours is stupid. You have to give it back to me. It came as a duo, so I have to send them all back.
Okay, well, I'm wearing
So
it right now for the show.
There goes my made in China shit headband. It's very disappointing. Luckily, there might be more where this came from.
You know what? I think that you should give. I think that you should give
my fucking sweater again.
I think that you should give. Well, you can't wear the bracelet.
Clearly,
It's snagging.
clearly.
You should give everybody a yam sack ornament for Thanksgiving.
We'll talk about that. Don't ask. We'll talk about that later. I'll have to
You
bring
can put
on.
it right at the. You know how Mom usually puts a little ornament at the table
I will
setting.
have to bring that on. I don't have it here. But so we sent one to friends of ours, because the conversation of ball sack comes up in your 40s. I mean, with random friends, right? So we're speaking with friends.
A lot.
Our friend was just in the hospital, and anyway, so testicles came up, because why wouldn't it?
I don't think you used the proper term.
So there was an ornament that Joe saw online of testicles, because everybody needs to put that. Nothing says fucking Merry Christmas like a fucking ball sack on your Christmas tree.
Yeah, it's like the ones that hang down by your license plate or on the back of your, F-240 or whatever.
Oh, yeah, only they're resin and they're solid, they're hard. Yeah. So Joe saw, of course, we were entertained by this, and then of course we're talking to our friends, and he was just in the hospital, and then testicles came up, and then the local radio.
He did not have anything in the hospital done with his testicles.
No, he did. It was fine. He was there for heart problems, but there was a testicle-related issue. Anyway, because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that abrasive bed sheets, whatever.
Abrasive.
So our local radio station one day, Joe was listening to it. My husband Joe was listening to it, and they referred to the testicles as a yam sack.
Yam sack.
Which now
I don't think it looks like sweet potatoes. I'm not quite sure why it's a yam sack.
It's amusing nonetheless. So
it's funny.
So I packaged it up beautifully and sent it to my friends. And so with a note in there saying Merry Christmas, and you cannot open this unless you call us. So they called last night.
FaceTime? Did they FaceTime?
They did not FaceTime, which was okay, because I mean my brows weren't on. That was a hell of a mess.
Yeah, the brows.
So
look, your glasses hide the brows.
That's why I have these glasses, because they do hide. That's why I have. Anyway, the brows are a whole other day.
I just had my gray hair done. I don't understand.
When did you get your money back?
Oh,
that's fast growing hair. It's healthy. Anyway. Where am I? Ball sack, yam sack, ornament. Right. So
they open it.
So they called to open it, and she knew. So she was like, like, what is this? So they open it up.
They're good-humored people.
They're good-humored people, obviously.
Don't get upset.
We're not just we're not sending a yam sack ornament to just anybody. So they were highly amused. She said
we should do that. We should buy one and just
send it to
randomly
somebody?
send it to somebody. Like, obviously, somebody would have the address for.
Or somebody who would also find it amusing. If you want a yam sack ornament, let us know, because I bought a fucking pack of 3.
They were only sold as 3s, right?
No, they had a single pack, but it was more economical to get the 3-pack, and then of course we have
Of course it was.
So she's hanging it on the tree. She said because it will be the talking point of their festive holiday season. They don't have children, so it's okay. Like that kids aren't going to walk into what is that? So
It's like finding the pickle the morning of
finding the
Christmas
pickle.
morning.
New tradition: find the yam
Yam
sack. They even have ones with a little Santa hat on.
And if you don't know what
some
yam
other
sack
detail.
is, you're probably really looking like mom and dad would be looking for like a stack of sweet
fucking sweet
potatoes,
potato
like
on the
something
tree.
shaped like a sweet potato, and like the netting bag.
Oh, this could be fun for hours this holiday season.
I think though that when they find out what that is, they might not be so happy. Don't put it on their tree.
Also, what's amusing is because her son Sean
Amusing.
with a little bit of the Tourette's sort of thing. So he learned the term ball sack. I don't know where, and likes to go
My
around
husband.
saying
My husband.
rude things. I don't even know if he understands what ball sack necessarily is.
Oh no, he knows.
Oh,
he knows, and he's
okay.
called me the slang term for the male genitalia.
Oh, there we go. Okay, so he's got it.
Yeah,
He's got it. Okay, that's fantastic.
it is fantastic.
Anyway, yeah. So
That he did not learn from me.
So what we also discussed last night is that it could be hung from a doorway.
Like
and
mistletoe.
people could kiss under it, like mistletoe. And she said maybe she'd find some nice greens to attach to it.
That's a great idea.
And then said maybe she'll go out and find a dead plant from outside.
Oh.
You know?
Why a dead plant?
I don't know. Anyway, so now I'll have to bring one in. We have to mail one to somebody.
Yeah. We need to think about this.
It is highly amusing.
An unsuspecting person. But as soon as they see like it's stamped from around here, they're gonna know.
Well, they don't know. Anyway, we'll figure.
I mean, it's not coming from Amazon,
we'll
obviously.
figure it
We could
out.
put it in an Amazon box, but
We could put it in the Amazon box. No one will look to see then who it's from.
well, no,
Amazon.
you need to do one of those
I mean,
tags.
I had 4 Amazon packages arrive
You need to
today.
do. I know, but you have to.
No
print
one
out
looks.
that
No
looks
one looks at that. No one looks. I have labels like that. No one looks to see who it's from.
like- Okay, they do.
I'm still.
I do.
This really chaps my ass because I'm telling you, I was very excited to put this on and wear it today, and fucking jingles.
You look.
All right, so now we have bells.
Jingle balls.
Now we have bells. In it.
Jingle balls.
Anyway, okay. So yeah, so Thanksgiving week officially. Oh, there's a hole in the bag. That's why. Here we go.
You ripped it open.
Officially starts off the Christmas season, and so this is also
Forced
a
family
week-
fun.
Forced-
Family fun.
Piss mom right off. So
She won't listen. She doesn't know how to get it.
no, well, I don't even know how I have to figure out how to put it on YouTube. That's why last week's still isn't up. So
I think I need new glasses.
I don't know. Those are fine.
Let me try those on.
No, you just want me to show my brows. I'm not taking my glasses off. You leave my brows alone. You
me try-
leave my brows
let me try them
alone.
on.
For my birthday, I'm gonna get.
Tattoos.
I'm gonna have them inked
We should
the
do
fuck
it.
on.
We should do it.
Yeah.
Oh.
But my last, I have to rethink
no.
this because my last tattoo, I have a couple.
No tattooing. It was
And
a bad.
My
it
last
went bad.
tattoo, it went wildly awry. Wildly awry.
Like beyond any imagination.
Wildly
that you
awry.
could-
And so
you
this
could
is
come
totally
up with.
not something I plan on talking about today. So okay, so I'll go ahead and tell that story because maybe somebody has some insight as to ink and how to properly
No,
get
the best
right
was
ink.
that you didn't even know. You couldn't really see it because of the mirror and turning
someone
around.
else.
I
Okay,
know.
so
It was
So I go
hysterical.
for a tattoo, and I was gonna get like a flower, like whatever, like a daisy or some shit, in the tramp stamp general area. And I'm out
Because
to
everybody
lunch.
needs a tramp stamp.
want-
Everybody needs a tramp
All of
stamp.
most of my tattoos are places where aren't like just visible to like the naked eye, like when I'm wandering down the street. So I didn't want it like where my students could see it at the time, whatever.
It's a really proud moment.
So let me tell the story. So I'm out to lunch with friends prior to getting the tattoo, and I said I'm gonna get a flower, and my friend looked at me and said, "Well, that's fucking ridiculous. That's stupid. You should get Rockstar." It's a whole other story. Rockstar tattooed, in the word rock with a star tattooed. Brilliant.
Who was
Right?
this?
We're not naming names on here. They know who they are. I was with a group of people
Suggestion.
having lunch and Bloody Marys before going. I'm pretty sure I'm not supposed to drink before I tattoo. Anyway, so my
it
mind
on
was
South
like,
Street?
it was fantastic. No, it was not. I did not get a tattoo on South Street. No.
Okay.
It was in State College. So
Okay.
I go
Well, there's
in.
right. Let's start with that.
So I go in to get the tattoo, and I tell the guy I want the word rock and a star tattooed. So like
This
like
is
lower
great.
back above the ass crack. It's important. So it's above a couple inches
Like
above.
Britney Spears has a tramp stamp
right.
she showed everybody
So
recently.
so I'm looking through lettering, like whatever what do you call that? Different fonts.
Fonts.
Looking through different fonts. A book of fonts.
You get like the
coming through.
metallic font. You get like the
So
metallic.
I go with lowercase. This is
Metallica.
important. I go with lowercase letters. So it's a lowercase r, O-C-K, and then a star.
and that like heavy rock album font. You know what I'm talking about.
So it's R. It's a lowercase r. So my body, probably from the Bloody Marys I had
I
before
think I have
lunch,
a party.
I don't know.
I mean, a picture.
You're not showing that if you
Okay.
do. So my body rejected the fucking ink for whatever reason. So I had 2 prior tattoos, 0 problems. This one, my body rejected the ink. Also, though, I had been to the gym a couple times, and I think like you're not supposed to have like the pants rubbing up against whatever, but whatever. All
This
I know
is what you get.
So the ink pushed out. The fucker scabbed over really poorly. And it disfigured the lowercase r. So the lowercase r now looks like a lowercase c.
Yeah.
Above my ass.
Yeah.
So I'm having problems with it, right? So I see this and it's horrifying. And I'm at my parents' house and my dad says, "Well, let me see this, right? Let's see it." So I just show him, the tramp stamp, and he, "What the hell does that say? What the hell does that say?" And I'm like, "What's supposed to say rock star?" Clearly the R looked like a C. So now
It says.
at 46 years old, I have what I have. I mean, I don't know what it looks like. I mean, I haven't seen it in a while, so I'm assuming I don't know
You
if
should
it
look in the mirror.
still looks like Cockstar,
Cockstar.
tattooed above my
Cockstar.
ass. So
Cockstar.
my friends and I got away with that though. We had a girls' weekend like shortly after that. I was not married at the time. And somebody asked what we did, and we like to give like false information.
Yeah.
We don't want to disclose, I'm a kindergarten teacher or whatever. So we said that I said I was
Kindergarten teacher with the
I said I was.
Cockstar tattoo.
So we told these idiots that we were that we were like on like a porn company. I was a porn star, and it was like Cockstar, whatever, and they believed us.
Well,
But
they
I
obviously.
I
have been-
also showed them the tattoo to prove it.
They were also
Showed them the tattoo
drinking.
to prove. Well, I mean, anyway. So I've not had a tattoo since then. So I'm gonna rethink. I got to think about my eyebrows because I can't have that.
Well, it won't spell anything.
No, but I don't want like my eyebrows all fucked up. I mean, right now I just pencil them on, so it's
Right,
okay.
right.
It's kind of
Well, I
okay.
need to do something
I feel like
about
my
mine.
grandmother. Jesus Christ.
Hi.
We got to. Oh, and then we have a visitor.
Sean, come in here.
You can say hello, but then you have to quietly disappear for a minute.
Hello.
There you go. Okay, we'll talk to you in a minute. Go with Joe. We're in the middle of something, so we'll be. You get a snack and get your shoes off, get your hands washed. Sean's home from school. We're trying to fit this in before
His favorite aunt.
the rush of my parents coming and chaos ensuing and all the things.
Chaos.
All the things.
Complete chaos.
The drunkenness. So typically this week on Wednesday, specifically before Thanksgiving, is a huge party night. I mean, not for you. It used to be for me.
No, not for
Joe
me.
and I will probably have drinks in anticipation of what Thursday could bring.
That's because you don't have to deal with that
But,
in a hangover state. Not so fun.
No, well,
Not
I'll
so
be
fun.
here. Remember, I'll be here. But I don't have to do any parenting, so I'm okay with
Parenting with a hangover, not fun.
No.
Not fun.
But I remember one Thanksgiving though. So I had a couple of rough Thanksgivings.
A couple?
One year.
We used to have them at my parents. We used to have them in State
So
College.
before I got
my mother
married,
hosted every year.
We used to go, Thanksgiving at my parents' house. Before I was married, so a few things. One, I would take the car and I would park it in the parking garage downtown and leave it there overnight. And my father would just rage the next day
Rage.
that I would pay to park that car overnight in a parking garage.
This was before Uber. This was before
Before
Uber.
But I mean, I'm like, Dad, I pay $25 an hour in Philadelphia to park the fucking car. I'm paying $7 to park it for $24. Like it was okay. But so one.
You
one,
weren't drunk
one
driving.
year, I was not drunk driving. I was being very responsible. I was very responsible. So one Thanksgiving, speaking of not being responsible, so one Thanksgiving, I had discovered gin after college, and nothing, right now, nothing good comes after the words I
I
discovered.
can't even
gin.
smell it. I can't even bring the Christmas tree in without getting a little
Oh, see, I love the smell of pine.
because
So-
I got sick off of
Well,
it.
that's the year that, and up to date, that was the first year I had ever missed going along to get the Christmas tree, and I cried.
Yeah,
I
that's
did
what-
cry.
that's what you get.
After I got yelled at. I mean, I was like 30. I mean, how old was I? I was like close to 30.
I don't care. That's
So
what you get.
I had too many gins. My cousin lives next door to my parents' house. I was staying with her. I went in. She was.
Oh, that was kind of recent.
She newly moved. And it was like her first year there because the bath mat was new. And I threw up all over the bath mat. And then I went to sleep, and then Dad came over
In the
next
bathroom?
day. No, I didn't fall asleep in the bathroom. The bathroom's small for that. I made it to bed, fell asleep. My dad comes walking next door to get me to go get the Christmas tree, and he took one look at me. Jesus Christ! Well, clearly you're not going to go get the goddamn tree. Look at yourself. So I mean, I could not get myself together to go and get the fun old-fashioned Christmas tree. That outing did not.
It's
and then I
not
cried.
always a fun outing. I mean, it's fun getting the tree, but like most
nothing fun
people,
about that.
there's not that Kodak moment. Like people are squabbling over which tree to get, how tall to get it.
Yeah.
The one year we didn't even make Dad cut it down. We found a pre-cut one, and it took us 5 minutes.
My mother lost her fucking mind.
Yeah, Mom lost
Sorry,
her
Mom.
mind.
It's true.
It
You might
is
not
true.
remember
You
it, but
lost your mind because you
it's
can't pick a
true.
tree out in 5 minutes. It was a pre-cut tree.
I was probably hungover that year too, and just thought, this year I'm going along.
At a tree farm. Like, you can't go wrong with
You
it.
can't go wrong. It drops his
It was a beautiful tree.
It's always a
like
beautiful tree.
12 feet.
It's fine. It's fine. It's not a fucking Hallmark moment.
No.
Those movies. If you have a Hallmark Christmas, we want to know about it.
Nobody does.
I want to know about
Nobody
it.
does. It's like taking 200 pictures just to get one of your family together.
I mean, we
Like for the
have
Christmas
a
card.
4 Christmases kind of Christmas.
Yeah.
Well, Thanksgiving's the same way. So yeah, Thanksgiving is Wednesday night's always a good party night. The older we get, we don't go out. We're not going out with my friends, but we'll drink tomorrow night. We got some Christmas brew. We're gonna finish off our pumpkin ales.
There you go.
And then move on to the tasty holiday ales.
I don't know what I'll be doing.
So now I'm reflecting. Also, there was a Thanksgiving that was the year that Dad had the rage about the bear and Lady Gaga all in one day. So the night
that is
so the night
best.
before. So the night before. Let me back up. The night
best.
before.
This is the best.
Was it all the same year? It was not all. I don't even know.
No, I don't know.
I had just bought that new purple purse.
It was
Gorgeous
2009.
Purple purse.
It was 2009.
We're thinking of two different ones. I'm thinking of the time I spilled a beer in my purse and ruined it.
No, go
and I
back to
just
the
bought it.
bear.
So the bear. So we're there. Our other sister's there. And the three of us are sitting watching television, mindlessly, whatever's on. So first we're watching Lady Gaga's on. I think she was wearing her meat dress. Whatever it was, she had her meat dress on.
Yeah, I don't know.
And my father goes walking past, just walking past.
Walking.
And sees her and stops. I mean, what was it? Who the hell is that?
Yeah.
What is she wearing? You know,
Yeah.
like a whole, like, whatever. So then there was, whatever grumbling about that.
What the hell's that?
It was kind of like when
What's she
Boy
doing?
George used to come on TV on Solid Gold, and he'd come in the room and rumble and leave again. But I think he appreciated Boy George more than the meat dress that Lady Gaga was wearing.
I mean, it was ridiculous.
It was-
I think
I
he
mean-
even said, "What the hell is that? That's ridiculous."
I think he also asked if it was a man or a woman.
Well, he did
I think
do
there was
that,
some
yes.
clarification if
Yes.
Lady Gaga was a man or a woman. Anyway,
he paces. He goes in and out of the room.
Yeah, so he just stopped. Look, on the way to the garage where the extra refrigerator and freezer is.
Because
So he
that's where
walks-
everybody has it. So you have to go up and
constantly
down 2
walking
flights of
past.
stairs. Yeah.
So then we'll fast forward to a little while later, and we're watching the show with the guy who used to live in Alaska.
Oh,
and
I don't know
and
his
thought
name,
that he
I
was like
forget.
friends with the grizzly bears.
Yeah, he lived
And
amongst
I do not,
the grizzly
I don't
bears.
mean to speak ill of the dead, but I'm not. I mean, it was a fascinating program, and then obviously the grizzly bears ate him. And
They
my
got
father,
him. They
so my
mauled
father
him.
walks by and stops again, just to
We
ponder
hadn't
what we're watching.
gotten to any of it yet. Like, it's just the guy. Dad recognizes who the guy is
Which he's
and what
familiar
he's
with,
saying.
right?
Yes,
Yes.
he's very familiar.
And remember, I don't think I had cable at this time. Still, I don't know. I had never watched.
Well,
it
I had
either
never
way.
watched it either, but it was fascinating.
It was fascinating.
because he had actual footage of living amongst them, and
Until he didn't.
Yeah, well, he had submitted much of his. We'll need for the next one. We need to find out his name.
His name.
But
Somebody knows his
he
name.
submitted a lot of his footage that he took to, like, I don't know, National Geographic or one of those places. You can't really live amongst the grizzly bears, but
I mean,
at the end, so he didn't have a show, but I guess after his death, they played
playing
several
them.
of his
On, like, Discovery or some
movies
shit.
something. Yeah.
well, so
Documentary. It became a documentary.
So my father is familiar with who this person is, so he's walking past the room and stops
Like, stops. Like,
and looks at the TV. What? Let me get the wording exact. It wasn't dumbass. Well, that asshole got exactly what he deserved, and then just turned around and walked the fuck away.
Just left.
It's like we were playing Trivial Pursuit. He doesn't want to
Trivial
play.
Pursuit- no,
He'll
he
just
won't
shout
play.
out the answer from around
from the
house.
other room, he's watching football. In the other room, he screams it. No, not screams. Yells
yells
in the
it.
answer. He's really good on the history. Like, the
Yeah.
pop culture,
And
not
some
so much.
geography. Yeah, the
Geography
ones I
good.
don't know the answers to. Yeah.
But he yells them in from the other
yells
room.
them in from the other
and then
room.
he comes in usually to, like, just see what we're all doing, and we ask him if he wants to play. No, he's good. He doesn't want to play. And then he leaves, and then we still get more answers. And nobody benefits from that
No.
because
Because
we
if you
can't
got
get
it right, then you're fucked. You don't get
you
the
can't
point.
get the pie piece.
It's always for the pie. He always fucks it up during the pie piece. Anyway, so yeah, so it's Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving chaos.
Thanksgiving chaos. I mean, I do miss seeing the friends and doing the whole like little reunion type thingy before the night before. I do not miss being really hungover. When your in-laws used to come too, that was rough. I mean, I'd feel fucking rough the next day for Thanksgiving, but nothing like a big turkey dinner to like get you over the hangover.
Yeah, I only like the dark meat. The dark meat.
I like the dark meat. It's unhealthier, but I like it better.
It's a little juicier.
Yeah. I'm wondering. I just want to see if Dad tears the fucking turkey apart with his bare hands again this year. If he's gonna.
Well, okay, you need to clarify that because that.
Well, that was actually Christmas. It was not
Christmas.
Thanksgiving, and he literally just.
They were outside.
The
Wait, you have to
turkey
set
and
this. You have to set
tore
the
it
scene.
apart.
He had been outside. It was freezing cold, like
Moonshine.
snow on the ground in State College.
There may or may not have been illicit moonshine involved.
Yeah, somebody makes moonshine that he knows.
No, I think they went to jail.
Well, yeah, they don't make it anymore.
Couple, I think
so this was probably like 10 years ago. So we're all there. It is the day after Christmas because what's he do? Fries it, puts it in that thing with the oil
yes,
turkey
very
fryer.
Dangerous turkey fryer, yes.
Yeah, very dangerous. But it makes a really moist turkey.
Moist.
And supposedly doesn't take as long. I don't know. So
People don't like the word moist.
I have pictures of that. So the three guys, your husband, my husband, and Dad are outside freezing cold, drinking the moonshine to stay warm. And then they had a little too much. So then... And at the time that this is going on outside, my mother is not home. She was working. It's the day after Christmas. She worked retail. So she's out working. And
she was at the bank then.
And my same thing, retail.
Okay, yes.
And then my youngest child decided that he was going to bat a lampshade off of a lamp. So, do you remember that? It was a quick exit. So I had enough. So my father comes in, puts the nice, beautiful turkey on the platter, and then just kind of rips it.
Just fucking ripped it apart.
I mean, it does kind of fall apart because it is moist.
Anytime we buy a rotisserie chicken, Joe asks me if I'm going to tear it apart with my bare hands, and usually I just kind of do.
I mean, he's really not usually that graphic. He obviously uses utensils and
sure. I mean, there might have been like a knife and a fork.
Carves
involved,
a nice
first
turkey.
he just literally just like ripped the legs off.
Carves a nice turkey. And this is unusual for
apart.
my father because usually he has not had too much to drink. But
well, the moonshine will get
you. It sneaks up on you. It was a flavor. It was a flavor.
Well, especially, I mean,
I think it was apple pie.
Probably like fucking blind you. It was
apple pie.
Apple pie
flavor.
Yeah.
So anyhow, that is going on, and at the same time, my husband is sitting down on a chair ready to take a siesta because he's been so cold in the moonshine, and then my youngest bats the lamp shade off of my mother's one
terroristic
lamp.
Activity.
So I had enough. And I just said, we're leaving. We're leaving now. I'm leaving. You guys can get your stuff and come, or you can figure out.
Exit. It was a quick exit.
Figure out
it was
how
a quick
you're
hostile exit.
Yeah, or you can figure out how you're getting home. So fast
holiday
forward.
Hostilities.
Yeah, fast forward to we're leaving. I drove home. John slept in the car the whole way and snored. And we had to, on the way out of town, go say goodbye to my mother, who was like, What, you're leaving? Yeah, it's not that funny anymore, but it was really funny then. It was funny. It's funny. Funny how
every Christmas there's some kind of fucked up chaos.
Always.
Last year, Christmas Eve, we had to call an ambulance for my father.
I was not there. We were not there yet.
Semi-rural community on Christmas Eve. It took them like fucking 45 minutes to
get
there.
It is a problem out there. I mean, it's a problem.
And
it's not that rural. I mean, I've vacationed in more rural places, like where
it was Christmas Eve, so
20 minutes from the nearest road.
A policeman was getting coffee at the nearby Unimart. He was very quick to get there, and he had a defibrillator with him, so just in case. But my father was fine. He was totally fine. But so that was Christmas Eve, and then like 45 minutes later, the EMTs arrived. They were apparently the only active EMTs. They were at another house before that, so then they arrived. And then the day after Christmas was when
John had to get stitches.
Got staples in his head because someone tossed the phone to him like he asked. But when the corner of the phone just hit you, just right, like it broke my toe, the corner of the phone just, lands on a knuckle and breaks the toe knuckle.
Right there. Well, and when you don't have any hair,
it hit my bald brother-in-law, like right here, and just cracked his fucking skull open.
And he wasn't going to do anything about it. And I was like, you really need to.
His face, and then looking for a place to what do they call it?
Urgent care. Unimart. I almost called it a Unimart.
Right, no.
An urgent care.
An urgent care the day after Christmas.
Which was trouble. I mean, not all of them are open. So, and he didn't want to go to the emergency room because that's like its own shit show.
This is why I drink for the holidays.
So he went to urgent care and they gave him a tetanus shot. And then they stapled.
Did they give the tetanus shot normally? Like you give the tetanus like in his head?
No, you get the tetanus shot like a normal shot. It's a vaccine, but you have to do it every 10 years. And he didn't know when his last one was. So
My tetanus is always up to date because without fail, something happens. I'm in the hospital and I get a tetanus while I'm there for whatever stitches or whatever horrifying thing has happened.
yeah, Dad likes to say that we use ER urgent care like people use the doctor's offices.
Yeah.
It's a substitute.
I know,
for
I mean,
the
it's
doctor's
awful.
office.
I know it's bad. But first of all, the doctor's office, when I hurt myself, it's generally on the weekends. And I'm not indicating that alcohol is involved. That is not the case here, surprisingly.
Sometimes it's just chopping.
It's what?
Chopping.
Chopping?
Chopping your fingers.
I want to chop my fingers.
That's why you're in the ER.
I didn't go for my finger.
No, you have gone. I've taken you, and they super glued it.
I didn't remember that one. I mean, in the big scheme of ER
There's
visits,
medicinal, or there's actually, no, excuse me, medical grade super glue. It's purple.
it is purple. You could probably just use regular super glue.
I asked the nurse that, and she told me no, and I'm
Why?
not sure why.
I mean, probably you could.
'Cause she doesn't want
They just
us
don't want
to
to
do
tell
it.
you. Right? They just don't want you to do it because it takes away from the money they get.
Well, I'm sure it's not medical grade either. Just
Did
like,
you get a tetanus when you cracked your head open?
I think I did get.
Even though you did it on a wall, you
think
can't
I
even see the
did.
scar. You could thank your favorite brother-in-law for that. She was going to let the new person.
No, she looked like she was 10 years old. She was the physician's
You'd have a
assistant.
Frankenstein scar if you let her do that.
And I was, no. No. She walked in. She's like, okay, I'm going to stitch you up. I'm like, And Joe
That
goes,
was-
you might want a plastic surgeon. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to call
It
the
was
plastic
Super
surgeon
Bowl
in this.
Sunday, right after my birthday. It might have even been my birthday.
We had to
I
get
had
the
my
cake
hand,
in. We got the cake
my
in.
hand was in a cast because I just had surgery on my hand for a torn tendon. We're sitting here watching the Super Bowl, and all of a sudden she screams, and there's
Doing
chaos,
laundry,
and we go
doing
out
laundry.
and look, and then she has this gaping gash in her head. And, the head wounds are horrifying because they just fucking bleed everywhere.
I used one of John's good white dress shirts
Oh yeah, there's blood everywhere.
because I was doing laundry. It was his white laundry.
No one could leave my nephew alone. So my husband takes the two of us to the ER.
This is like
the two of us took you to the ER.
This
what
is
I
like
meant
9
to
o'clock
say.
at night, I want to say.
And so we go in, Super Bowl Sunday. We're sitting there. I'm in a cast. Her head's bleeding.
And we're laughing
And
the whole time.
The nurse, they are not there for amusement.
No, I think they thought we were high.
Probably, I'm sure they thought we were high. We had not even a drop of alcohol. I'm sure they thought we were high. And Joe looks at her, the nurse, and like deadpan was like, "I'm not responsible for either one of these injuries."
Yes. Oh, we
Which,
called
of
my
course,
parents from there
we
just
laughed.
for the shock value.
We were just there to. What else do you do? We're missing the Super Bowl. We're sober.
We got the cake in though.
I mean, so then this girl comes to stitch her forehead up, and she's like 12 years old.
I got 15 stitches
right,
in there.
and so my husband was like, you want to get the plastic surgeon to come down and do that.
Yeah.
So
Because
the
Megan so
the guy
nicely and
comes
eloquently
out,
was
he
like,
has
look,
like little
you
little,
don't do bangs. She's like, you don't do bangs, so you
no, you can't
have that
get
Frankenstein
No,
scar.
It would look like my leg does from another ER visit. Also, that was a Christmas ER visit.
Well, nobody cares what your leg looks like.
can't
I mean,
my leg looks awful.
well, I know, but it's your leg. It's not
right
your
there on my
forehead.
shin where everybody
Nobody
sees it.
Who's looking at
I mean,
your leg?
the forehead would be worse. I mean,
Yeah,
the
I mean,
leg
who's
you can
looking
get
at your leg? I'm not going to date you because you got a thing on your
But
leg.
still, you don't have a. That looks like Frankenstein. That does not, because we wait 45 minutes. The plastic surgeon comes down on a Sunday night with glasses,
And we're
like
cracking
special,
jokes the whole time.
like special glasses he puts on with these
With the
two
little,
thingies, like other little lenses, like
The
microscope.
microphone.
What's it called? Like a magnifying microscope, for the love of Christ.
Well, it does the same thing.
Like little magnifying glass things, and he stitched that fucker up, and look, you can't even see the scar.
Well, I can.
Look, you can barely see it, Russ. My God. Anyway, so I'm hopeful that this holiday season, starting with this week's Thanksgiving and going right on into Christmas and the New Year, does not involve any ambulance, any ER, any urgent care, any
None of
other
it.
bullshit.
No.
What does that smell? I mean, if it's not you, then your son is like wafting from the other room.
It's not me, and I showered.
Wow, it was not you.
It's not me. Maybe
No,
it's your
it's
own
not.
self.
No.
Maybe it's your...
Never mind.
Maybe it's the
just me.
box.
Maybe it's the box. I don't know. Something stinks. It's not me.
It's the package. The Amazon package.
I'm gonna sniff it. Just in case. Sniff my hands.
Oh my God! What are you? That girl, Mary? What from Saturday Night Live?
Oh yeah, I forget her name when she would do this. Molly Shannon.
Molly
Sniff her
Shannon.
Hands. Yeah.
But I forget her character's name.
I forget sniff. So fucked up. Oh my God, so fucked up. That was back when SNL used to be amusing.
Wait, what are you most grateful for this grateful season? This grateful season. We're in the season of gratefulness.
I'm thankful for. We do a gratitude journal every night.
Oh, I don't.
Because I was reading today this awesome thing about going into the hectic Thanksgiving. I'm gonna get back to what I'm thankful for.
You're not even hosting.
Talking about some family dynamics are not all fucking kumbaya. That would be our family, is not kumbaya. And to go into it when things get chaotic or frenzied, to go into it with a thankful heart and focus on the good. It's all about positivity. I'm following this woman about positivity and all the shit.
I'm not
being
thankful.
Fucking positive. Being fucking positive. Being fucking thankful. And so it's good. It's good to think of that this week going into it. So what am I thankful for? For this, so I guess for this year, I'm thankful for my husband, who I love very much. And I'm thankful for a lot of things. I'm thankful that our house didn't need a fucking electrical rewire this year, like last year didn't.
Oh, that's a story for another day.
I'm thankful that our fucktard neighbors have been leaving us alone for the most part. Again, knock on wood. We have horrible fucking neighbors. Oh God, it's a whole other some other day.
That's another day.
And if you're offended by fucktard, I'm sorry. Look, I mean, it is what it is. There's no other word to explain it. I don't know. I mean, I'm thankful for a lot of things. I'm thankful for my health. I'm thankful I lost weight this year. I'm thankful
for my health.
Okay. What else? Is that it?
And the health of my family.
Okay. I'm thankful for the health of my family, too.
And that's about it.
That's okay.
No, I'm thankful for everything. I'm thankful
for everything. There we go.
I'm thankful for everything because what I'm not thankful for, I try not to have.
Huh?
You know, like in your life. Like I'm thankful for people and the things that I have, and I don't want things.
I mean, if you're not thankful for somebody in your life, then you probably ought to tell them to fucking scram.
No, I'm thankful for everybody. Occasionally there are people that I'm not thankful for. They get on a list and then they go off.
They're on the list. Like they do not. Anyway, okay. Well, on that note, so this is a Thanksgiving week. So we'll wrap it up there, I think. I hope everybody has a wonderful Thanksgiving. Everybody's safe holiday travels.
We're thankful for you watching.
And we're thankful for those of you that tuned the fuck into this today. Thank you for watching. And again, if you're offended by something we said, we're sorry, but probably you shouldn't tune in next time either because I don't even know what about to say.
And we're working on the kinks. So we're thankful for you just watching while we work this out.
So for the 8 people that have previewed the first one, we thoroughly appreciate you and the feedback. Thank you very much. And I mean, hopefully more of you will see this because I somehow, now that I have more time this week, I had company last week, so I ran out of time. I need to figure out how to get these onto our YouTube channel, which we have a YouTube channel, which will be Small Talk Queens on YouTube, I'm having a little stutter here.
You know who used to call me the Queen of Small Talk? It's a little backwards, but the Queen of Small Talk. One of my friends in high school, Matt.
We're Small Talk Queens, though, right?
I know, but he called me the Queen of Small Talk.
Okay. Oh, well.
Yeah.
We're going to be louder than life, which if you know us, we're fucking loud. So that is amusing.
I mean, we come from a big family. You have to be loud.
I mean, the youngest, I had to be fucking loud.
But you have to. We grew up next to my grandmother.
Well, I mean, that's a little stereotypical.
Well, I mean,
maybe the Italians don't like to be called loud.
We grew up next to my grandmother.
It's a whole story.
On any given Sunday, she'd have family in. We have 28 first cousins. Our father's the baby of them, so they were all older. So they would come over for meals or whatever, and it's a bunch of people. So
imagine the chaos of those holidays.
Yeah.
Anyway,
and my grandmother didn't drink.
So we're going to be Louder Than Life, but there's a rock festival called Louder Than Life, so we couldn't do that. Then we're going to be Small Talk Queens Louder Than Life. It's a lot of fucking words. So it just went with Small Talk Queens, and it is what it is. Okay, so on that note, though, we need to wrap up, and we have someone lingering, just waiting patiently for us to finish. So, okay, so we're done.
Like a guest star.
Ooh, I definitely have to be a fucking guest star. Okay, so happy Thanksgiving, and thank you for tuning in. Everybody has safe travels. Have a nice time with your family, and we'll be back next week with another holiday edition that hopefully involves me not having a broken festive holiday headband because I need that back.
I think you should put like a tree on this.
Well, don't you worry. I have some fun other festive shit. Okay, so on that note, take care, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.